What safeguards exist, though, to detect and prevent voter fraud? And how often do we actually see attempts? Well, that was actually already an earlier question. I saw that. But yeah, what safeguards exist to detect and prevent voter fraud today in your localities?
Say the parties do a really good job with their poll watchers and party activists that come in and observe the elections process. They start that with the logic and accuracy testing prior to election of our voting machines when they're allowed to observe how we test every single piece of equipment and ballot. Then on election day or election season, with the 45 days of early voting, they can come in our office and watch as one voter at a time checks in, gets their personalized ballot, puts it through the machine, and leaves. Uh, they can report back to their parties that things are going smoothly. They can report back that maybe some work needs to be done with a disabled voter, but it's the party watching that takes care of problems that could affect the public and what they see.
Uh, can one of you describe how ballots are handled from casting the ballot to storage to guaranteed chain of custody and prevent tampering with the ballots? As you guys know, 2020, that was, especially in Georgia, was a big thing, alleged tampering of ballots. So how are the ballots being protected from such actions?
It's Christine from Virginia Beach. So every day that we have early voting in our office, the ballots are stored in our DS300s. Once it gets to a certain amount, two officers of election put the ballots into a box. They seal the box, everyone signs that, and it goes into our secure vault. Only certain people have access to our vault, and you have to use your little badge to get into it.
This is Stephanie in Norfolk. So we do something similar with our early voting. Our ballots are collected actually daily, and they are sealed in an envelope in a secure location that's monitored by cameras and is not open to the public. On election evening, all of our ballots come back from each one of our voting precincts, and they are put directly into the custody of our circuit court clerk. And the clerk takes over that custody for the retention period. We do not touch the ballots. We do not look at the ballots. All voted and unvoted ballots go back to the clerk, as well as any ballots that were spoiled or damaged. And the clerk maintains those for the required retention period. We do not access or touch those ballots unless there is a recount or contest that's been addressed by the state. And then we have to request access at that point. There's a form for that, but there's always a chain of custody. The other thing we do is when we send our ballots out to the precincts on election day, there's a ballot record report saying how many ballots we've sent out. The chief, assistant chief will verify that, and they'll confirm at the end of the day how many ballots were voted, how many are left unvoted, and in addition to returning those, and those are sealed and returned.